a pathbreaker who changed the paradigm of institutional industrial marketing, a self-starter who ushered in glorious days to Utmal and L&T, a visionary who formed the blueprint for future growth, a trailblazer who scaled new levels of excellence, a maker of Kansbal Township, a shaper of Utmal and L&T Kansbal, a caring persona and father figure, an inspiration for many and a captain of industry. Be with me as I slowly reveal. Welcome to another episode of Kansbal Radio. I am your host Anupam Ganguly. Please join me in greeting our guest today, Mr. S.P. Kashyap, former Executive Director and Board Member of the L&T Group of Companies and later Advisor to the L&T Group of Companies. A huge round of applause for him. Can we go back to your beginnings or arrival in Kansbal, please?
Yeah. Well, I'll give a little background.
Yes, please.
Of my career before I came to Kansbal.
Certainly.
But before coming to that, let me first of all wish all the listeners of Kansbal Radio and their families all the best for the year, New Year.
Thank you.
And my congratulations to you, Anupam, and your associates, also for taking this initiative in starting Kansbal Radio to be in touch with former as well as current employees of Kansbal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, coming to my background, I graduated in engineering, mechanical engineering from BHU, and thereafter I worked in two paper mills, one in Nepanagar in MP and another in Andhra Pradesh at Sirpur paper mill. Now, this gave me really a background of the paper industry before my other activity. My association with Utmal already started early in 1958 when I was recruited by Indo-German Engineering Company, who were at that time representing GHH in India. And the company arranged my training with GHH in Germany during 1958. And this was for about a year or so, a little more than a year. And I was trained in various departments of GHS in general and steel plant equipment in particular. This was because Rourkela was at the time under erection, and this was a German assisted steel plant coming up there. GHS activities at the time covered steel, mining, cement, fertilizer, sugar, as also aerial ropeways, steam turbines, large compressors for air as well as gas, etc. It was a very large engineering company. GHH were at that time involved in setting up the steel plants, setting up the blast furnace plant and pig iron plant at Rourkela. And L&T was working as their erection contractor for the plant and equipment. This brought GHH in close contact with GHH, and they were quite impressed with L&T's quality of work as well as when they came into closer contact with L&T, the sales network of L&T all over India has also manufacturing facilities and construction activities.
Yeah.
So this, with this, GHH mooted the idea of starting a joint venture, particularly keeping in view the coming up steel industry in India. At the time, Rourkela, and apart from Rourkela, Durgapur and Bhilai were also the British-aided and Russian-aided plants coming up. So it was thought that this manufacturing unit, if it is set up, it would be able to get good business from the steel industry as well as general engineering industry. With this view in mind, GHH, Coppers, both working at Rourkela, and Voigt, doing the paper machines and hydraulic turbines, who were already represented by L&T at that time, got together with L&T and set up a plant with equal capital, 25% each. This was the first unit in India with a majority German holding.
Yeah. Quite
And
interesting.
this gave me an opportunity to, when I returned back to India in 1958, 1959 early, I was deputed by Indus to the GHS office in Calcutta, who were providing support services to the site at Rourkela. And after some time when the activities in this area reduced, I reverted back to Indo-German Engineering Company and taking up sales of GHS equipment in eastern region, which was under Calcutta office. Now, as a result of this, my frequent visits to Rourkela brought me in contact with GHS personnel in Rourkela, as well as I had an opportunity to meet personnel working in Utmal. So this is how before I actually joined L&T, my association started long back before that.
Long association.
Now, after when the Utmal construction work started, and it was nearing completion, GHH, the Utmal appointed L&T as a selling agent, and at that time, market in India was very, very bad. There was recession going on. The steel plants were all new, hardly any spare part requirements. And as a result, when the Utmal went into production, it had to be satisfied with orders which were of low profitability, or accepting an order to keep busy. And that went on for quite some time. And this, on top of heavy overheads, because there was a large team of German technicians stationed at Kaswal. So by, I think, 66, around that time, Utmal had eaten up 75% of his German share capital in past losses. GHH were not very happy. They were managing all these years the plant, they were not quite happy because they were not able to effectively control the situation. L&T also said that their reputation was being affected by their unit working not well and going into heavy losses. So it was decided that GHS and Coppers will quit, sell their shareholding to L&T. White remained, and Utmal became an L&T company with 25% capital with White and rest with L&T.
Yeah.
Well, I continued working with Indo-German for some time till GHS terminated the agreement with Indo-German and appointed L&T as selling agents. At that time, I was interviewed by Mr. Clausen, and I joined L&T's Calcutta office as sales engineer. That's my beginning with L&T. And as I said, when L&T took over with GHH and Coppers quitting, White also were not very directly involved in the manufacture except few technicians from the foundry and machine shop. This prompted L&T to take active interest. Mr. Gunnar Hansen, in charge of Powai, was deputed to Kanswal to set things right. Mr. Baker, who was in charge of manufacturing, general engineering, general shops in L&T, he was sent to Kanswal. And I was selected by Mr. Gunnar Hansen to come to Kanswal and take over as sales and products manager. That is looking after all the quotation making, marketing, booking orders and all that, designs. That's how it started in 67. That it took time and things started moving. That's the background as far as I can give you.
Please tell us something about the change you could bring in Utmal L&T. I mean, the change you could bring in the company.
Yeah, well, the change in Utmal was manifold. When I took charge, that means my responsibility was earlier sales and products manager, but later on, as time went, my responsibility increased, and when I had administrative powers for other areas also, other than manufacturing and marketing, and then I took active steps in improving the housing facility at Kanswal, which was very much under stress. We were accommodating engineers in South Colony and sometimes sharing accommodation and South Colony hostel also. Engineers were put up, things were set up there. Then the changes which he brought was improving our designing capability at Kanswal. So there were a number of new products which Utmal were able to design, develop, manufacture and sell. This continued picking up, and I think till date this has been going on. Thus, another change was I could see that it's bring about a harmonious situation, one has to see that the workmen in particular and employees in general are happy.
Yeah.
So arrange a lot of facilities for them and sort with the thing, feel satisfied in their work as well as life after work.
Yeah.
And lot of other changes in the manufacturing area were made. We increased our capacity. I was involved in machine shop extension areas, structural shop structural areas, and new machines for paper machinery, etc.
Absolutely.
All these activities kept on. This was not just work for one day, but it went on. Now,
Other than these activities, could you please shed light on the township as you saw it? I mean, your vision or the
township was a beautiful area, very fresh air at that time.
Yeah.
Later on, of course, with a lot of cement plants, many cement plants coming up. That's all. Oh, no longer air was so pure.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was a wonderful thing to be living at Kasbah. But only thing is, the schooling facilities were inadequate.
Yeah.
We had only a lower primary school level, and that too limited capacity.
Yeah.
So even in lower primary area, we had to send children to schooling in Rourkela. I reached a contract with the major school in Rourkela,
Yeah.
so that they could take our people without any problem.
Yeah.
But this and other area which where Mrs. Kashyap did a lot of help to me was developing workers' colony facilities.
Yeah.
She started a ladies club for South Colony.
Absolutely.
Ladies were not prepared to pay any fee, 5 rupees or so, even 10 rupees. So she said, you pay 50 paisa and become a member. So
Yeah. Subsidized facility.
it was subsidized by the company.
Yeah.
Started tailoring classes, music, dance, and various other activities.
Yeah.
Cooking classes, also getting people from outside to demonstrate things.
People still remember that.
And taking out ladies for picnics and everything. So you could see that the effect of all this was workmen were happy because their wives were happy.
Yeah.
And we never had any violent situation in Kasbah,
Yeah.
even in the worst sites, which lasted sometimes 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks.
Very true.
I could alone go to the South Colony any time, day or night. So could Mrs. Kashyap go there, and no bad feelings, no bad. So number of things it helped.
Yeah.
Even for North Colony, arranging pujas, arranging things. That second thing which she took active part in was construction of Jagannath Temple.
Yeah.
This was a uniting factor for both workmen and staff. And Rath Yatras and Pujas and this and that were all organized.
Yeah.
So, activities in the colony were constantly under change. And I think this helped improve the working climate.
Absolutely.
What else you have?
Could you please share any memories? I mean, something unforgettable about the place, about Kanswal? I mean, it could be something special or something which cannot be forgotten easily.
Well, I could say that when I took over as sales and products manager,
Yeah.
the initial decision which I took was that we cannot just rely on selling equipment or fabricated items or things like that.
Yeah.
We must do selling of complete plants, system. So under this, I quoted for the first time a complete pulping plant for Nepa Mills, where this was my first job. I worked at Nepa.
Yeah.
And secured the order for this plant. And when I came back, the finance manager at the time said, have you got this advance check? I said, yes. He says, my God, we'll now be able to pay the staff salaries in time. Such was the situation which Utpal was passing through. Many other incidents which took place, they were factory accidents which now and then, because of somebody's lack of care, happened. But nothing volatile happened that time. I look back and feel that I had good support from workmen, although we may have discussions on different issues and difference of opinions and all that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I remember that Kanswal we could organize functions calling people from outside. Ustad Bismillah Khan was there,
Yeah.
Hari Prasad Chaurasia was there, and so many other dance recitals from Uriya,
Yeah.
also so famous.
Yeah.
So I was involved in all these activities. I look back with great interest and fun. Like Avinash was here, he grew at Kanswal.
Yeah.
He started St. Paul's School with class 1 and thereafter completed and got education in Darjeeling.
Yeah.
So this Kanswal has also seen my grandchildren grow and get educated.
Quite so.
So it's a very, very happy feeling.
Yeah. Quite joyful. Please tell us something more about your family. Please.
Well, we have our only son is Avinash,
Yeah.
who is now 60 plus, and his wife, German girl,
Yeah.
Claudia, whom he met in Germany while studying there and working there. Avinash worked in Poit for some time and then took his engineering education in Germany and then married there and came back to India. They have two children. My grandchildren, Jessie, she's having a very responsible job in America. She did chartered accountancy plus management education, MBA. Avinash did engineering. Avinash's son, Annie, did engineering from a very famous German university and then did finance and MBA. He is MS Finance as well as MBA from US. So he is also doing a job there. So both are about 30, 35, 33.
All have grown up. Yeah.
And I have now a great grandson. Jesse's son, about 1.5 years old now. So this is a very compact family.
Any life lessons
we are
from
living alone. We are living here in India. Avinash, after a long stint in outside India, in Germany, he said it's time to go and look after daddy and mama. He came back. He has these that children do not come back. They ask their parents to come. Why don't you come join us here? The parents are reluctant.
Absolutely.
We are lucky that way that Avinash and his wife are here.
Good to hear.
Right now, of course, my daughter-in-law is stuck up in US. We went there for 2 weeks just to help with the birth of a great grandson. And then the corona came. With that, the flight suspended. It is almost a year now that she is stuck up here. So this is, Mrs. Kashyap has always been interested in music, particularly ghazals. She still hears whenever there is a new singer coming up, or she is very, very interested in listening to that. My hobbies are mainly reading and listening to music. Anything else?
Any life lessons you would like to share with the audience, please? Any life lessons? Like wisdom, your years of experience, your wisdom, in a few words, if you could share with the audience, please.
Well, I have generally enjoyed good health all my life. Mrs. Kashyap has not been very well because she had a series of problems starting from age 7.
Sad to hear that.
She is still active. Now, I can only say to people, health is the most important thing than money. One should be able to take care of the health by proper eating, proper rest, and proper exercise, yoga. I have been doing yoga for the last 30 years.
Okay, quite interesting. Yeah,
I am running 90s now.
yeah.
So, it's God's grace that we have been carrying on. This is, otherwise, I can only say that Kanswal has left a mark on me, and although I shifted to Bombay
Yeah.
as a director of energy, joined the board, but life in Bombay was quite different because Bombay, nobody cares. Even the neighbor next door in the same multi-story building
Yeah.
do not know what is happening.
Absolutely. That warmth is not there. A big.
Quite opposite
Yeah.
life in Kanswal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can say that the people have had opportunities in Kanswal to grow vegetables, fruits, and live a healthy life, get good education.
Very true.
I am very happy that I introduced a scholarship scheme
Yeah.
for children who was going outside Kanswal, Rourkela area
Yeah.
for higher education. So this scholarship was fixed, and that has helped a large number of workmen as well as supervisory employees to educate their children.
Absolutely.
And whenever I get telephones, talks from people who they say, sir, because of you, our children have done very well.
Yeah.
Many of them are outside India, US,
Yeah.
Germany,
Absolutely.
France, England, and many of them are doing extremely well in India.
Yeah.
So this, when I look back, it gives me a lot of satisfaction.
Absolutely. Any concluding message for our audience of Kanswal Radio?
So concluding message, I can only say, take care of health and be happy. Money is not everything. The value of money is to the extent that you should not remain hungry.
Yeah.
You should be able to take care of your illness. You should be able to look after the guests that come. But after that, whatever extra you have, you can't, is not of much value.
Yeah.
It only gives safety, that's all. So health is the most important thing to, this is where one has to give his attention to.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here. And thank you again for sharing so many experiences.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Again, good luck in your endeavors.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
After that journey back to yesteryears with Kanswal Yadein, it's time to say that this episode is brought to you by the combined efforts of the Compare team, the technical team comprising Muhammad Ali, Vikas Sharma and Sanjay Raut, in coordination with the core admin team. I must say a special thank you to my co-admins Baljit Singh and Dr. Arjun Singh, who inspired me to go ahead with this special episode. Goodbye. Stay tuned.